Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NBA, Bam Adebayo, Heat cruise past punchless Cavaliers. Bam Adebayo posted 15 points, 16 rebounds, 5 steals and 4 assists in just 28 minutes to lead the host Miami Heat to a runaway 121-84 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers on Sunday night. The Heat, who led by as many as 45 points, nearly set a franchise record for largest margin of victory. The record is 43 points in December 1994 against the Los Angeles Clippers. Miami fell 6 points short of that mark. Miami, 39-32, got a team-high 18 points from reserve Haywood Highsmith. Starter Jimmy Butler had 15 points and 6 assists in 24 minutes. Cleveland, 43-28, which has lost 3 straight games, was led by Evan Mobley, who scored 15 points in 21 minutes. He had missed the previous 9 games due to an ankle injury. Sunday's game was controlled by Miami almost the entire way. Miami shot 57.9% in the first quarter, taking a 32-22 lead following Terry Rozier's runner off the glass at the buzzer. Rozier beat the buzzer at the end of the second quarter, too, hitting a layup to give Miami a 60-39 lead at halftime. Cleveland was held to 6 of 16 shooting in the second quarter, including 1 of 7 on three-pointers. In the third quarter, Miami stretched its lead to 40 points before settling for a 90-57 advantage heading into the fourth. The Heat cruised from there. For the game, Miami shot 51.8% from the floor and 39.5% on three-pointers, 15-4-38. Miami outscored Cleveland 50-34 in the paint and 24-2 in fast break points. Cleveland shot 41.7% from the floor, including 9-4-29 from deep, 31%. Miami was without Jamie Jaquez Jr., knee/ankle, who was new to the injury list, Duncan Robinson, back, Tyler Herro, foot, Kevin Love, foot, and Josh Richardson, shoulder. Cleveland was without 2 starters, Donovan Mitchell, broken nose, and ex-Heat wing Max Strus, knee. Mitchell, a 5-time All-Star who leads the Cavaliers in scoring, 27.4, and steals, 1.8, has missed 4 straight games and 11 of Cleveland's past 13 contests. Heat's Eric Spoelstra, Terry Rozier talk Bam Adebayo's new addition to Arsenal. During the Miami Heat's 60-point monstrous win over the Portland Trail Blazers Friday night, 142-82, star Bam Adebayo showed once again that he can be a threat from three-point range. After the game, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra and teammate Terry Rozier spoke about Adebayo's new weapon in his already vast arsenal. Adebayo has made at least 1 three-pointer in 7 of the last 8 games, and it has been evident that specific aspect has been a focus for the star big man. Against the Blazers, he made 2 of his 3 attempts from beyond the arc, and while Spoelstra mentioned that while defenses might not adapt this season, he says Adebayo developing in that aspect would be a cool thing to explore. Probably not this year, I think it'd be a cool thing to explore. For sure. I think it'll take some time before schemes change from other teams, Spoelstra said. Teams are always going to, right now, play off of them just because of all the other things that he can create, the passing ends, the drives, the aggressiveness, all that stuff, but we're probably gonna look back on this 4 or 5 years from now and not even remember that these were those kinds of discussions. And that's the exciting thing about Bam, every single year, he just continues to add, and that's a credit to his work ethic and having the right environment where you can explore new things within the context of the team. A player that has been developing a rapport with Adebayo has been guard Terry Rozier, who was also stellar in the win over the Blazers as he scored 22 points to go along with 6 assists and 3 rebounds. Rozier has noticed the uptick in three-point shots for Adebayo, and before humorously saying the big man taking away his attempts, he expressed the team wants him to shoot that shot more. taking away my attempts. I'm just playing, Rozier joked. We all want him to shoot it, he's shooting it super confident and I think is only gonna keep getting better and make guys have to play him honestly, be even tougher to guard, put him out there, so I think it's gonna be a huge help our offense. With the continuous absence of stars Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson, who runs a lot of actions and plays with Adebayo, Rozier has filled into that role quite seamlessly. He said after the win to the Blazers that he's glad a player like Adebayo is leading the Heat and described him as a player you want to go to war with you every night. He's our team captain, he's given 100% energy and effort every night, and we've got a guy that you look to the right, you look to the left is going to war with you every night, Rozier said. They just make you feel good and we all feed off to him. So we are glad to have a guy like that's leading us. Adebayo himself had a great game against the Blazers, besides the made three-pointers, but possibly bittersweet as he was 1 assist shy of a triple-double as he scored 23 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. While Adebayo would sit for a good portion of the second half since the game got out of hand, he wouldn't get an opportunity to get that one last assist. However, Spoelstra admitted after the game to the media that they ran a play that would have newcomer Patty Mills free for an open look, but it wasn't successful. The Heat head coach joked about it, saying that Mills owes Adebayo a lunch or coffee or bottle of wine, but at the end of the day said that we're not playing for stats. Look, Spoelstra said, I don't want to be a total buzzkill out there. I want the guys to have fun. And that was a fun moment. I think Patty's going to owe him a lunch or a coffee or bottle of wine or something. Because we tried to run one action for it. I thought we got a good clean look at it. He actually had a second play. I told him you get one crack at it. And I don't think Patty finished his cut and Bam led him. It would have been a tough layup, but there was another opportunity for that. Carmelo Anthony was angry that LeBron James and Dwayne Wade sat out his 50-point game versus Heat. Almost exactly 11 years ago, New York Knicks legend Carmelo Anthony gave the Miami Heat Big Three a night to forget, but LeBron James and Dwayne Wade didn't have anything to do with it. Anthony dropped 50 points on the Heat on April 2, 2013, in a game the Knicks won 102-90. It was a dominant performance by the New York native, but he recently admitted that he was upset that James and Wade were sidelined for the matchup. James missed the game due to a hamstring issue, and an ankle injury kept Wade out of action. With a majority of the Big Three missing, Chris Bosh did his best to carry the Heat to a win, but his 23 points weren't enough. Anthony's 50 points came on 18 of 26 shooting from the field and 7 of 10 shooting from deep. No other player on the Knicks finished with more than 14 points, so the 10-time All-Star was truly a one-man show that night. Fortunately for the Heat, Anthony's 50-point masterpiece was merely a bump in the road during their journey to a second consecutive NBA title. Miami won the 2013 NBA Finals months after Anthony's big performance. The injuries to James and Wade that kept them out of the game in question didn't linger enough to hurt the team's chances in the playoffs, as both guys played crucial roles during the 2013 postseason. On the other hand, despite his best efforts, Anthony never won an NBA championship. He appeared in the playoffs in 13 different seasons, but was never able to capture an elusive ring. Of James, Wade, Bosh and Anthony, only one player is still active, James. The NBA's all-time leading scorer is still with the Los Angeles Lakers, trying to bring another title home to Southern California. But it won't be long before he joins some of his peers in retirement, a reality that he is entirely aware of. Maybe one day, James and Wade will be able to convince Anthony to forgive them for missing his 50-point gem. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Carmelo Anthony? Leave your opinion in the comments.